I am about to break a promise. I'm about to break a promise. I promise that I would never say this YouTuber's name on my channel, and I'm about to break a promise. I'm about to say her name, Cynthia G. Okay, so couple about last year, I mentioned her in a comment. I commented on a video that she did, and I received a lot of hate. When I mean a lot of hate. And even to the point of one of her like partners in crime back then. Again, I don't follow that space much. I'm not a woman, so I don't follow that space. Every now and then it'll come on my timeline. I'll watch, drop a comment, and get hate. And it's not even like I'm talking against what they're saying. I'm just saying that your position is extremely imbalanced. Just like the young man in Miami with an imbalanced position. Wait a minute. They got demonetized also. So, um, they Cynthia G is a polarizing and controversial figure in YouTube. Controversial. Even to the point of saying things like, if black women find out that they are pregnant with sons, that they should go to the doctor and do you know what, so that they're no longer pregnant with a black son, so that they don't bring any black sons into the world.
Danger.
Extremely dark, extremely dark. And what's crazy is this. She was not demonetized after saying that. I'm like, yo, how could she say something so horrible, so hateful? The genocide of an entire gender and race of men, and not be demonetized. YouTube has their own way of doing things. So, and one thing I know about YouTube is that they're going to spin the block. They're going to spin the block, and they're going to go through your content and determine whether or not your content is safe for advertisers. And these polarizing figures on YouTube, people in the gender war space, the manosphere and the feminist space, and modern feminists, modern women, YouTube is about to do something to them that they never thought was going to happen, because they fall heavily on this thing called free speech. Free speech exists. However, you need to understand this about free speech. You will be held accountable for what you say. Free speech isn't like, I'll say it like this. Free speech is, you can say whatever you want. Just be ready to handle the consequences by what you say. Now, the young man in Miami, fresh and fit, was crying about free speech. Understand, YouTube didn't take their channels down. Both Fresh and Fit and both Cynthia G have their channels still because of free speech. I don't know why that thing just came up. I have no clue. I think I put thumb up. I don't know why I don't know why I did that. Like, oh, that's weird. That's new. But right, they didn't take their channels down. They just said, listen, your content isn't safe for our advertisers. And we're not about to have another situation like the Logan boy or Paul boy and advertisers jump ship, because we are a business. YouTube is a business. Cynthia G, YouTube is a business. Now, you can be all up in your feelings about how you feel about men, and you can voice it all you want. Understand? Free speech. Say what you want. But there will be consequences by what you say. And understand this. The Bible says, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. So this is what you really feel. You still have a channel. Thank God for that. No, actually, don't thank God for that, because your content has nothing to do with God. Your content is, I'm going to say it, straight devil. It's straight the enemy.
Danger.
Okay? Do not go and watch this lady's content. Do not. In fact, my next video I'm going to post, you guys should watch their content. All right? So make sure you guys tune into the next video I'm going to show in the next couple of days. You're going to watch their content. But Cynthia G, stay away. Stay away, because she is not helpful to anybody. She has raised more miserable women than anything else I can imagine. And this is me using hyperbole. I'm just using hyperbole right now. But it's insane. And now she's demonetized. for what she said. And the thing is, we can't be surprised by this. We can't be surprised because we can't live life thinking that we can say whatever we want because we live in America and not be consequences for. Because here's the thing: not everybody's going to like what you have to say. Not everybody is going to want to give you money for what you say. YouTube is dealing with advertisers. That's their bread and butter. If you say something controversial, so much to the point where it's a detriment to an entire gender and race, you should expect to be demonetized. In fact, in my opinion, you should be. Because it's not like you just disagree. There are people out here who disagree with other people on certain things, and they can explain their talking points without hateful rhetoric that encourages genocide.
Danger.
So we can disagree, right? We could disagree. But when you start going to dark places, Cynthia G, you made your bed. Now you got to lay in it. You got to lay in it. I watched a couple of her videos and I left discouraged. Discouraged. And not because of what she was saying about black men, because like I got to be honest with you, there's only a few people I can count on my hand. I can count like literally on my hand how many people have so much influence on me that what they say to me causes me to feel a certain way. Not many people. So, but my concern is how many good women out there that she transformed into being male hating. Like that's my concern. Like that's why I was sad. Because there could be some good women who have had one bad experience and they go on YouTube talking about, on the search algorithm, typing about something about black men, and they'll see Cynthia G's videos come up and they'll start watching it and start becoming just as hateful as she is. So I'm gonna play this video real quick. Shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson, who did a video about this, and I'm not going to play his video. I'm going to play a portion of the video that she talks about her experience. Listen up closely, fellas and ladies.
This video had to be nearing 2 years old. This is a video that at the time had to.
So the video that got her demonetized is over 2 years old. I'm telling you, YouTube is about to spin the block on all of our channels, and I'm not exempt. I'm not exempt. Everybody.
Go through, you know how they will have to do a human review and check to make sure your stuff is advertiser friendly. Absolutely. So this live stream had already been confirmed to be advertiser friendly by a human review. So we
doubt it.
Know that
first off, not one of any of her live streams should be monetized. Not one. Like no, not at all. No.
When we know that when your video is advertiser friendly, it's not violating the community guidelines, because they wouldn't monetize a video that's violating the community guidelines.
Yes. Now that's subject to the person at YouTube headquarters that's watching the video and doing a human review.
So yeah, they pulled up a video. They didn't say that anybody reported it. They said YouTube reviewed it. Wow. And decided that it didn't meet the community guidelines. And I'm like, okay, well, since when? Because this has been sitting on.
What's going on, Berean babes? I shouted you out in my other video. So
YouTube for nearly 2 years, not violating the guidelines. Exactly. But yeah, they removed it. They definitely.
I'm not sure if you've ever read through the guidelines. Understand this. And this is where delusion may come in. Cynthia G, if you're watching this, you definitely violated numerous things on the community guidelines. Numerous things. Just because they're now getting you for what you said doesn't mean that you wasn't, violating it. You may have put your, how when you do the ads and you're trying to put the ratings in, you probably put the ratings in incorrectly, and they're watching it and they're like, yo, she's not good for us. Let's demonetize her. But because we believe in free speech, we're going to keep the channel up.
We removed it and put a strike on the channel.
Damn.
Yeah.
Here's my thing, though. I wonder what type of relationship they have, like what type of friendship they have, because Um, I have yet to see her have a conversation with a male of melanated skin, and it's positive. Have yet, have yet, because she does not have positive thoughts about black men, but she's talking about what happened to her on this man's channel. So I don't know. And what I like about him is he's going to be pretty empathetic towards her and sympathetic. So shout out to him for that. But I'm shocked. Shocked.
Is why not just remove the video and leave it at that? Like it was 2 years ago. Like,
Well, the reason why they probably didn't just remove the video is because all her content is that way. So it's not like she posted this one video or this the live stream 2 years ago, and boom, they're gonna no. All her videos are the same. Like she talks about the same things in every single video, at least all the videos that I've seen, and it's just the same thing over and over again. Like there's nothing new. It's nothing positive. It's nothing helpful. It's I just
so now we as creators have to worry about retroactively trying to think of, oh my God, did I break
they
the
are
community
spinning the block.
guidelines? Like once you're
Spinning the block.
telling me your algorithm has approved the video, then if you don't meet your guidelines, that's YouTube's fault. That shouldn't be my fault.
Right. No,
Not necessarily. Again, you have the opportunity to put your own rating in, and you submit the rating, and YouTube will rock with it. All right. Usually, what happens is somebody has to, report the video. Then they'll watch it and determine whether or not you violated community guidelines and your rating was false. You don't want to put the wrong, false ratings in it. Please don't do that because YouTube will take your channel down. Make sure you rate it properly, because if you rate it properly, then they're going to advertise it appropriately. But if you don't rate it properly, even your live streams, go back, and I suggest you guys go back and edit your live streams and edit the ratings in it. If you're talking about anything overly controversial that advertisers may get offended by it, you need to go and make sure that you adjust your ratings so that this doesn't happen to you. I think that's probably what happened to her. That's just a speculation.
it shouldn't be my fault, and they shouldn't be doing.
Now, here's where the delusion comes in. It's 100% your fault. It came out of your mouth. You said it. You said it. Just because they missed the fact that what you said went against community guidelines doesn't mean that you're not at fault. You're at fault. You are liable for what you say. Yes, you have freedom of speech. But again, you're liable for what you say. Say whatever you want. All right? Say whatever you want, and cite the Constitution. But understand, you're liable for what you say. People will respond and react to what you say. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. So trust and believe. You will be held responsible for what you say, especially if money is involved.
Retroactive strikes, because you know that they just updated the community guidelines. Because you've probably gotten the email where they updated all of them. Even if they're taking it down based on the new community guidelines, it shouldn't be a strike.
She's talking about.
So that I agree with. Like if they are making changes to it, and then that I agree. So I can not support her, but I agree with that. Like if they're making changes to the community guidelines, and a video you posted in the past met the community guidelines, then I understand that. But have you ever heard or watched any of her content? All her videos. Well, I won't say all, because that's a lot of her videos. A lot go against the YouTube community guidelines. And she just got lucky. Homeboys in Miami, they got lucky for a while. They were saying some crazy, reckless things on YouTube. No, a lot of the stuff they did similar. Like the young men in Miami didn't go as far as encouraging women to commit genocide, but they said some pretty crazy, wild stuff and had some wild guests on their channel. But she said some crazy stuff also. And again, you're going to be held responsible. You're liable. One thing about people don't understand about free speech. Well, let me come here. Can you guys see me? You will be liable for what you say. Free speech or not. You can say whatever you want, but understand that you're going to be held responsible. You're liable for what you say. Okay? It is what it is.
the fact that she did a stream 2 years ago and YouTube's automated explains the process.
There's no rhyme or reason for this to have been removed. To me, I don't think it's random though, because before that, they actually went and you know how you will have videos up that's been up for months and they were monetized and fine? They went and took a lot of my videos first and demonetized them.
Stop. So, boom.
Oh.
So it's not a surprise. Like, what is she like? They were warning you. It was pretty much giving you guys, we're going to take these videos down. Okay. And then he started, see, this proves my point. A lot of her videos went against the community guidelines and they were demonetizing her videos. And it probably got to the point they were like, this is too much. Like, this is too much. Like, our advertisers are going to jump ship. You know what? Demonetize her whole channel. Call it a wrap. Like, it's over. It's over. It's done. It's done. So she admitted that they started demonetizing a lot of her videos because of what she was saying. They didn't take the videos down because of free speech, whatever. But if you violate the community guidelines, trust and believe, you're not going to make any money on YouTube. You can have 5 million subscribers and you can make all the money for YouTube that you can. But listen, if you violate community guidelines, there are dozens of content creators that will take your place, and YouTube will set up the algorithm to make sure that they succeed in your place. You're just a content creator here. All right. YouTube values content creators that make money. That's how the algorithm works. If you make them money, they promote you and they support you, and they make sure other viewers, other consumers watch your stuff. People watch her stuff, but it's not worth it because somebody else can take her place. If all YouTube has to do is set up the algorithm in that person's favor, or they do the work so that the algorithm is in their favor.
Oh, okay.
That's what they did first. And then there was a lot of them that were, even after it had a human review, there was a lot of them that were confirmed to be advertiser friendly. Even though the videos were confirmed to be advertiser friendly and they sent me emails, they didn't even switch it on YouTube to reflect that.
I don't believe that.
They didn't change it. The videos were still demonetized, even though they confirmed them to be advertiser friendly. So
if they confirm, I don't believe that, because if they confirmed it, then you'll be able to monetize it. She's not. I don't know if she's telling the full truth there.
So that was the first thing that they did. But we know this has been going on since I came to YouTube. I've had 2 other channels that has been removed.
And you would think she would learn her lesson. Like, you had 2 other channels removed because of your reckless speech and rhetoric, and you're still doing it, hoping that YouTube don't catch you this time. Oh, gosh. This is what zero accountability looks like. This is what entitlement looks like. Like, you can do whatever you want over and over again. She's a repeat offender. She's a dude or the woman selling drugs, got arrested the first time, get out and do it again, get arrested again, get out and do it again. Like, she doesn't learn because she thinks the world revolves around her. Everybody's got to move for her. No. Whew. YouTube ain't about that. You will be put in YouTube jail real quick. Shout out Molly December. I don't know who. I'm glad, sister, Molly, I'm glad you don't know who she is. You don't, please. And I'm talking about her, but please do not go on her channel. Don't search her name on YouTube. Don't give her any kind of search algorithm positivity. Please don't. All right, just take my word for it. And you know, it's crazy. I hate saying that because I always tell people, even research what I say, research it. But if you go to her channel, it's not going to help you. It's not. YouTube is definitely cracking down on content creators. They're also demonetizing channels that have unusual views. Yep. Yeah, that's why I've had people come to me, hey, Harrison Family Value, we can help your channel. I want to grow the way it's supposed to happen. And I want my subscribers to be natural. I want my views to be natural. All right. Just like my women. Yeah. Women need to be natural. All right. Next.
This is not the first time I've had this happen to my channel. This is actually more like the third or fourth time. So this is what's going on. I can't even live stream from my channel anymore. I can't live stream. I can't upload videos to it. I can't do anything with it right now. So if y'all want to go and subscribe to the new channel,
don't.
There's content already up on there.
So if you hear that, you know.
All right, hold on. And listen. So let me. We're gonna play some of the reckless stuff that she said.
Own way, because she's always making content like this.
And y'all know I wasn't one that watched the Kitten in Heels.
So on this channel, I've received flack for being critical of certain things that Kevin Samuels said. I've said this, that I thought he was necessary in the space. I didn't agree with everything he said, but I thought he was necessary because there were women out there, entitled women, that just needed a wake-up call. I didn't like his approach on many of them, but there were some times where he supported women and paid for women to have therapy sessions and counseling sessions. So I can't hate everything that he did, but she's one woman that can't listen to a person's viewpoints and argue the viewpoints. She has to attack the person like downright, like attack who they are. Not even attacking their character, just attacking who they are. Calls him kitten in heels, right? Listen.
But what I do know is that he was popularized by a bunch of bandits who...
So bandits is what she called black men.
Who ignored his existence when he was telling him how to get the track marks out of their jaws, how to get the crust out of their eyes and the stains from between their teeth. They didn't like him then, but the moment that he decided he wanted to upgrade his not even average at best, but low value existence, because when he was married, he couldn't even provide for his wife, he decided to jump on the internet.
Now, here's the thing about people on YouTube, right? They will attack a person's life because they disagree with their talking points without realizing that their life is just as bad, if not worse, than the people they're talking about. I've done some research on Cynthia G and her family history, and it's not anything that people should be like degrading her for, but with some humility, you would think that she would be like, I've gone through some things too, and I'm in no position to talk about anybody, because if my skeletons come out of my closet, like, and this isn't like I'm not talking about like I know secrets. I just know what's been out there and what she said about herself on YouTube. So like she's not in any space to throw rocks because her house is full of glass.
Do what all these bandits do and use black women as a means to accumulate revenue. And he was very successful in doing that because he understood black female pathology and he also understood black male pathology.
And you have that in common, Cynthia G. You also understand black female pathology. You just know nothing about black male pathology. You understand that black female, right, operate as a hive in general. And if you can talk to black female about how horrible all black men are, you're going to get some black women in the hive to agree with you and join your hive of hatredness. You understand that too. So don't get on Kevin Samuels for doing what you do, except doing it differently. Like you do the same thing, you just have different approaches to it. You're using the same strategy. So knock it off.
I never watched The Kitten in Heels. There is not one episode of his that I watched, and quite frankly, I couldn't understand, beyond black male worship and the low self-esteem of black women, why they would go to a struggle bandit, a failed one, who was in his 50s and wasn't even smart enough to take care of his own health, as he's sitting up there telling black women to take care of their health and lose weight in order to become validated. The bottom line is Worm Food Samuel.
Now, read this. Read it. This is what she refers to a man who has passed away. Worm Food Samuels. This is the person that you guys are listening to. Or some of you women out there. Nobody should be watching her content because this is who she is. Somebody who has passed away, somebody who's dead, you consider him worm food and making fun of it? Like, what? And then you wonder why you got demonetized on YouTube. You wonder why. You talk reckless. I'm talking to you like, you probably won't watch this video. But Cynthia G talks reckless. 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 And then goes on this man's channel and talks about, her being demonetized and how she shouldn't have been. Wait, I have ads playing during my live streams? I didn't know that. My apologies if I have ads playing through my live stream. That's weird. All right. I need to look into that. But thank you, Molly, for letting me know.
Was as much of a walking contradiction as any of these struggle bandits are.
Before you can take the speck out of your brother's eyes, you should really consider taking out the plank sticking out of your own eyes, Cynthia G.
While they'll sit up and talk about Black women need to step away from the table and they're obese, and they'll sit up and they'll even post the obesity rates. But what they won't tell you is that they're the most broke, obese demographic.
Now, you heard the beginning.
So, shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson for putting that video together. And she's demonetized. In my opinion, rightfully so. She's done a lot of damage on this YouTube space, and she doesn't add value to the community, any community at all. People like Berean Babes, people like Molly December, people like a couple of other women out there who does amazing things. Bella Rings and others, like they do amazing content out there, and they have balanced perspectives. Berean Babes, her channel is all about the Bible and Christian news and stuff like that, but they're not out here bashing any demographic. Like, here's the thing, right? All of us have been hurt at one point in our life. Cynthia G has been hurt by Black men, so I'm not going to take that away. Like, her experience is her experience, but for her to create a platform to bash men that have never, ever seen her a day in her life because of 3 or 4 men that she had poor experiences with, most likely because she has poor selection. That's why she creates a whole platform bashing Black men. But then you got the flip side, the young man in Miami who probably could not get women. Now, this is speculation, because Fresh talks about how he was able to get a lot of women. But I think that the MO is the same. They could not get a lot of women. They got mad at women. They became the reverse of what they were trying to be, and at the same time they were a detriment to a lot of men in the community, at least here on YouTube. It's crazy. Here's the thing about YouTube and content creation. If somebody has been hurt or somebody thought of themselves, because I don't believe people are nobodies. Everybody is somebody, and I think everybody has the opportunity and the ability to add value to the world. I firmly believe that. Not everybody does, but I firmly believe that. But there are some people who at one point in life felt like they were a nobody, felt like they were herbs, felt like they were picked on and bullied. And then they come on a space like YouTube and they get a platform, and all of a sudden, now they got people listening to them. Now's the opportunity to get back at everybody that hurt them. Now the bullied becomes the bully. And they don't care how many souls they collect on their way to their twisted mindset of satisfaction. They're going to take you, feed you poison, right? Make you dependent on that poison, watch you die slowly, and keep going to the next as they take your money from you. These people are not healed. How about finding content creators that have gone through things, have healed through it, have learned from it, and became stronger? How about finding a woman on YouTube that have gone through some terrible things like Cynthia G has gone through, but have healed and was able to change up their selection process to tell you how you can change your selection process so you can find a good black man. Vice versa. How about finding a man who used to be a herb, who used to be a joke, who used to be like picked on, gained confidence, built up the confidence within himself, found Jesus, right? And is now has a nice career, all that good stuff, strong in the faith, and is able to now find a good woman and select and know what it means to select a good woman. Because truth be told, a lot of the men that have been hurt by women have gone for women that didn't care about wanting to be a good woman to a man. So they became hurt and they became delusioned. So that's my spiel for today. Both Cynthia G and Fresh and Fit, probably two of my least favorite content creators on this YouTube space, have been demonetized. And this, again, I'm not celebrating the fact that they've been demonetized. I'm pointing out the fact that what you say, you will be liable for. And we learned from these two situations that YouTube will allow you to say whatever you want and even keep the content up. But they will not allow you to make money off of it, especially if it's causing harm to another community of watchers on YouTube. Because listen, you're not the only person on YouTube. Your community is not the only community on YouTube. You are not the most important person on YouTube, no matter what you believe. Fresh and Fit, no matter how much money you made YouTube, you're not the most important person on YouTube. You can be replaced. You can be replaced. Same as you, Cynthia G. So you need to watch what you say. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. You know? And you know what usually happens after somebody tells you to watch your mouth, right? You're about to lose some teeth. In this case, YouTube demonetizing some of your videos and you still didn't want to watch your mouth. Knocked your teeth out by taking your income. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. And trust, like where I'm from, if somebody says watch your mouth, it's already too late. It's already too late. All right? Already too late. But that's all I got to say on this, man. That's all I got to say. Listen, if you're a YouTube content creator, watch what you say. If you have anything controversial to say, make sure you say it in a way that is academic. That it may push the boundaries, but you're saying it in a way that your point is coming across, all right? And you're not trying to purposely hurt a demographic on YouTube, because YouTube is concerned about everybody on YouTube, every community of consumer watchers. And if your content actively disrespects a certain community group on YouTube, you will be demonetized also. But shout out to everybody watching live stream with me, and shout out to everybody that watched the replay. And if you made it this far, I forgot I put that there. I should have used that a couple of times in this live stream. I forgot I put that there. But either way, I meant to put this. If you made it this far in the live stream, please hit the like button. And do me a favor, hit the subscribe button and the bell notification. I'm one of the positive content creators out there. I'm not out there. I may talk about controversial topics, but I'm not trying to hurt nobody. I promise you. I want healing. I want to build you up. So hit the subscribe button and the bell notification next to it, so it'll let you know when I upload new videos, when I go live like I'm doing right now. And if you would like to support the channel, there's a couple of ways you can do so. You see the thanks button down below. If you're watching the replay, hit that thanks button and make a donation there. Or if you're watching live stream, hit the super thanks, super chats. Every super chatter will be a sponsor of the live stream. So, and everybody who shares a thanks, you guys will be sponsors. So thank you. And you can also join the Harrison Extended family through sponsorships and through memberships and through Patreon by clicking the membership button down below, or to patreon.com/Harrison Family Values and becoming a monthly supporter there as well. Also, you can buy merch. If you go to the tab that says store or whatever, you go through the tabs, look through the tabs of my channel, you see an option for you to buy merch that will help support the channel. That's one of my favorite ways for support, because as you buy something, you get something in return. Okay, you get something in return. And also, if you would like to support the channel, go to Amazon.com. When you go to Amazon.com, I want you to search From a Fatherless Father to His Sons. That's my book. Yes, I'm a published author. Go to the Amazon.com, go to and search From a Fatherless Father to His Sons, and purchase the book. I'll greatly appreciate it. And guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Love you all. And until the next upload or live stream, I am out. Peace.